For whatever reason, the Salafi dawah seems to me at least to be the most prominent dawah movement to non-Muslims. Isn't that odd? I mean, firstly, the whole point of Salafiyya is to call Muslims back to a specific form of Islam, a revivalist movement with the primary focus being the Salaf, and less so about Islam as a whole, since it already assumes that you're Muslim and that you believe that the Salaf should be followed. But secondly, considering the fact that these are the same people that non-stop talk about the evils of Ahlul Kalam, how every form of da'wah that isn't a specific way is bid'ah, how you should be stern against the non-Muslims, etc. These are the type of people that are doing missionary work? Seriously? Well, actually, the only way that Salafi da'wah can exist is via a practice of Taqiya. I used to be a Salafi da'i too, in a sense. Well, in the sense that I used to argue for Islam on social media. Yeah, it was cringe, but it taught me how it's very easy to do da'wah and completely abandon all of your principles if it means to win debates. Let me explain. In Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali's book titled Refutation of Those Who Do Not Follow the Four Schools, he mentions that for Hanbalis and Ahlul Hadith, it's foolish and kind of haram to argue using logic and with people of desires, that you can only talk using the Quran, Sunnah, and statements of Imams, nothing outside of that. If someone tried to do that with da'wah to non-Muslims, they would be laughed at. You can't not talk about philosophy, science, use analogies, talk about Bible verses, history, etc. It's impossible. And it's pretty clear why he'd say this, because Salafis are horrible at this. I mean, who would have thought that people that use logic and reason as insults wouldn't be good at debating? Let's take benefits of Islam. Islam came to protect 5 things: preservation of religion, life, intellectual lineage, and wealth. Oh, so now intellect matters. When you do da'wah, it's come join Islam, we value intellect. Then when you become Muslim, it's stop using that intellect, idiot. I love when Salafis try to argue against the Trinity. It's literally just bad faith acting. How can God be 1 in 3? Well, why can't he be? Are you using your intellect? God is above all comprehension. Isn't that what you guys say when you say that Allah has body parts? How can God be on earth and in heaven at the same time? Oh, really? Coming from the guys that say that Allah exists in the lowest heaven and above his throne at all times. What's their justification? Oh, it can't go against his majesty. Sounds like Ahlul Kalam to me. Where did the Sahaba say this? Where is this in the Quran? Oh, so now it's okay to talk about Allah using philosophy. When it comes to Allah having 2 right hands, when challenged, it's, oh, that's because the Arabs said the left hand is cursed. But in actuality, you do think that he has 2 literal right hands. So that was just a talking point. What planet did these guys live on? They don't care about anything. All they care about is getting numbers. So what if it goes against your own principles and give people a completely false sense of what Islam is? Pay attention to it next time you hear them do da'wah. Think to yourself, how would they respond if flipped back on them? I can guarantee you that if I know what I know now and I was a Christian, I would wipe the floor with a da'i. They literally have no leg to stand on, unlike Allah that does, right? Why is this important? Because we need honest discourse. Let's stop it with this BS game that we're playing. Be open and honest about your beliefs and stop lying and concealing what you actually believe just so that you can win debate points. If you have to go against your own principles, maybe there's something wrong with your principles. And with that said, Assalamu alaikum.